Hello, everyone, and welcome to my kitchen again. We are back with episode 2 of Mage Engage. Yes, we made a second episode. This is good. But I want more. So please contact me, and I want to interview you because my aim here is to introduce you, the Magento community, to you, the Magento community. And what I've got today is one of my favorite people in the Magento community, and that is Fabian. Hi, Fabian.
Hi, David.
Hi. Me and Fabian go back a few years. We have met each other a few times at a few conferences, and he gives an amazing talk. What is it? It's the Rush Hour, Magento Rush Hour, and that is one of my favorite talks of all time. But first of all, Fabian, please introduce yourself because you'll do a better job than me.
Thanks. Yeah, hi, I'm Fabian Blechschmidt. I'm from Berlin in Germany, working with Magento since 2011. Yeah, that's me. And I'm doing everything I'm paid for. So if you need a Magento developer, send me an email.
Yes. Okay, cool. And so you may know Fabian from organizing Unconferences or from going to conferences. You may have seen him, or you may have just seen him on Twitter. And he knows a lot about Magento, and I'm happy to say that. But what I want to talk about today is his other passions in life. So for him, he loves to do pen and paper RPG and also LARPing, if I'm saying this correctly.
Yes.
Yes, fabulous. So I don't know that much about it. So I'm going to assume the people watching don't know that much about it. So could you please give us an introduction to pen and paper RPG first? We'll start there.
Yes. Pen and paper role-playing means playing a role. So not the stuff you're doing in your bedroom, but meeting with friends. Meeting with, it's a common misunderstanding in Germany, at least. You're meeting with friends, sitting around on a table, and fleeing our reality, I would say, in a positive way.
Okay.
So there are two kinds of people. There is one dungeon master, which is creating a whole world with monsters and cities and everything. And depending on the setting, it's post-nuclear or post-apocalyptic, with zombies or not, with magic or not, with orcs and fairies and elves or not. So you can have everything. This time, another world, the Earth, whatever.
Okay.
And a hand of players, 3, 4, 5, whatever. And the players are so-called the characters are living in the world and going and experience the world and doing things. They are going in taverns, drinking beer, rescuing princesses from dragons, whatever. And so everything is done on a sheet of paper where the character is quantified. So how far can he run? How good can he fight? Can he do magic? Can he open locks? And so on and so forth. And the dungeon master is creating a plot, a story the people can play or cannot play. So someone comes in the tavern and says, "Oh, the king needs help, please go into the war." And the group is looking at each other and saying, "No, we don't want to go to war." So you just killed, I don't know, two days of doing plot by the dungeon master, and then something else will happen. So like in the real world.
Okay, cool. And so that is kind of you and a few friends in someone's living room, around a table, whatever. But then you also...
Lots of sweets.
Eating lots of sweets. And do you actually drink real beer when you're in the tavern? Or is that
No.
Okay. But you also do a lot of live action role playing as well.
Yeah.
And so what is the difference between the pen and paper and the live action version?
The difference is pen and paper is fantasy. So you're sitting around your table telling each other what your character is doing. And at live role playing, you are your character. So you are the one who is fighting. You are the one who is running, and doing magic and stuff.
Okay. And this is on a bigger setting in the outdoor world, and how do you involve lots of more people? So
Yeah. So I would say the default live role playing has between 30 and 60 players. So people who come there and do whatever and the characters do, so inside this world, doing whatever the player is wanting them to do.
Okay.
And then there are a few so-called non-playing characters. So all the people who are representing the world. The barkeeper, the tavern, the orcs who get killed in 5 minutes, and all the stuff that Dungeon Master needs to represent the world.
Okay.
And
cool.
Transport story and ambient.
Cool. So it's the very similar ones, just a bigger scale, more people involved, more, but it's rather than but it's in the real world. So if you need to be able to, I don't know, climb a tree, then you personally need to be able to climb that tree.
Exactly. It's a lot more active than just sitting and talking.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Is there real beer in this one, or is the beer?
Yes.
Okay. Great.
There is a lot of beer. There is honey wine is very.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So how did you get involved? Like at what age and why? Why did you get involved in the first place? In either.
Yeah. My old physics teacher brought me to pen and paper role playing, and we started in school, which was quite funny.
Okay.
So had 1 day a week, 2 or 3 hours on the afternoon. But after, I don't know, half a year or a year, we decided it's not enough. So we shifted it from one afternoon to whole weekend day, whole Sunday or a whole Saturday.
Okay.
And to be honest, I have no clue how I started playing live role playing, but someone of my friends said, yeah, there is a thing, let's try. And yeah,
cool.
We packed all our stuff and went to this farm, which was just around the corner, so 2 hours away from Berlin, and trying.
Okay. And why do you do it? What's the enjoyment you get out of it?
You are just outside of this world. You're leaving all your problems, all your stuff here, and you're someone else, and there is no better vacation.
Okay, cool.
There are a lot of people who say that you're fleeing the world, and I would say yes. And maybe they are only bad at it, and I think live role playing is just a lot better than reading a book, which is fleeing the world too.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I understand. Okay. So do you dress up when you do it? When you do live action?
Yeah. People do dress up. Players are having normally their own clothing, and their characters have more than one clothing. So live action role playings are normally one weekend, one longer weekend, so 4 days. And yeah, people have a lot of clothing and invest a lot of money sometimes.
Okay.
So yeah, buying armory is quite expensive. Real armory, so crazy stuff. And the non-playing characters are normally dressed up by the organization team.
Okay.
So they don't have one orc clothing and one bartender clothing and one whatever clothing, and yeah, they are changing the roles quite often depending on the non-playing character.
Cool. But so we talked a little bit about this beforehand, but before we did this interview. But so you don't actually play as much as you used to?
Yes.
You're more involved in the organization side of it. Is that correct?
Yeah, exactly. I started as a non-playing character on a convention on a LARP, but I'm more the organization background guy. So yeah, we started with a team of, I think we are now more or less a dozen, organizing LARPs ourselves.
Okay.
And yeah,
So can I ask you, so you do a lot of organizing in the Magento world as well, and you have an Unconference coming up, which I'll let you plug in a minute. But is it harder to organize live action role play and the people involved with it, or the Magento community? Which one's harder?
definitely live action role playing,
Okay, cool.
because in the Magento community, it's quite easy to find sponsors. In live role playing, you don't have any sponsors. So when you're organizing a conference, you need to get less money from the people. Normally, you don't have to care about where they are sleeping, what they are eating. They just have to show up, enjoy the program. On an unconference, do the program on themselves. And
that's good.
Totally. And on a live action role playing, we are carrying 24 3 hours or 24 hours, 2 days, and carrying. We are feeding them. We are taking care of their beds and their that they have a place for their tent, and organizing plots. A lot of story they can play, and they hopefully get hooked up by. So they have a weekend full of fun.
Wow. Okay, cool. Well, thank you very much for joining me today. I have definitely been very interested in hearing what you have to say and what you do outside Magento. So thank you for that. And as a reward for being so interesting, I will let you plug anything you want, which again, I think I know what it'll be. So feel free to plug an event or yourself or whatever you need.
Thank you very much. I would like to invite you all to the Magento conference taking place in Berlin on the 7th and 8th of March. So in 4 weeks, more or less. We already have a lot of cool people there. Yeah, for example, David.
Yes, I'll be there.
It would be really great starting Friday evening with a party, having Saturday and Sunday filled with Unconference program. And Saturday evening a second party. So join us with all the cool parties. And I have no doubt that with all the cool people we already have on the list, there will be a great program, as on every Unconf I attended till now.
That's cool. Okay, well, I think that's about it for today. So thank you very much. I will link all the information about the Unconference and also about you, Fabian, so people can find more information about that or for you. And thank you so much for joining us. And also thank you for anyone who's left watching. Keep watching. And please, if anyone would be interested in joining me for an interview, let me know, because I need the interviews. Without you guys, this doesn't really work. So thank you very much. This has been episode 2 of Mage Engage, and thank you, Fabian, and bye-bye.